Hello everyone, my name is Brian. In today's video we're going to be making this double tiered shelf. This is a CNC project but also uses a variety of hand tools. Some of the features I want you to notice are our shelf supports. So they are curved in an aesthetic way, and there's an arch down here at the bottom. In addition to that, I want you to notice that our shelves are cut so that they interlock and that there's no hardware that retains the shelves. And finally, on the back side of our project, there are keyhole hangers which will allow us to mount it flush with the wall. This is the first part we're going to cut on the CNC machine. This top has 3/8 of an inch quarter radius on each of the four corners. In addition to that, we want to cut out some slots that mate with the vertical rails. This is the second part we're going to cut. This is the bottom shelf. It also has 3/8 of an inch radius on each of the corners, but here you can see, unlike the top shelf, we cut this a little bit differently so that it will slide into the vertical pieces on the shelf. These are vertical stiles or vertical supports, and here you can see that there's several features of this, and in addition to these aesthetic curves or arches that appear on our part, what we see is that this has been cut so that it will mate with the top shelf, and this has been cut to mate with the bottom shelf. In addition to that, there's some dominoes that have been cut out. So instead of making these domino pieces with my Festool domino, I'm cutting these out with the CNC machine and locating those in space where I want them. This is the arch that supports the bottom shelf. Here you can see that we've cut out an arch on the bottom of this part. It's going to support the bottom shelf right here, and then on the sides I've used the Festool domino to cut my mortises out, and this will interlock with the sides. This is a horizontal rail that supports the top shelf. It comes in contact with this top shelf, and on the sides this interlocks with some dominoes or loose tenons. And on the back of this you can see that I've already put in the keyhole hangers so that you can hang it on the wall. All the parts have come off the CNC machine, and now we need to make some final adjustments. These final adjustments include the surfaces here are not quite the way I wanted them to be, so there's a little bit of a line in those surfaces. So what I do in this next part is I use a hand plane and I clean up the surfaces right here. In addition to that, I use a cornering chisel to make these corners square, because these, when they came out of the CNC machine, were rounded. These corners were rounded because of the radius of the router bit on the CNC machine. Here you can see the entire project assembled together with and held together with my hands. So we don't have any tenons in there, we don't have any wood glue, but our next step is to go beyond the dry fit that we're doing here and to assemble everything and to put wood glue and clamp it up. So I hope you enjoyed today's video. We're going to finish with some scenes of our project from different angles.